Hi everyone, I am Margourtarotreader, and today we're doing a personal reading for one of my clients who will represent the sign of Cancer. People in question are Gemini and also another person as a Cancer. So being that we have two females of Cancer, as I go along with the readings, I will play out with the energies and let the spirits know who is who eventually, okay? So that's within me and them. Now, let's see, Arcanos. Unfortunately, certain things, that we do within our lives does affect us, and sometimes we put the trust on the wrong people, and, we hope that we will get those results as done as we need them. And I'm referring to my client in reference to this situation. Either way, before I started the recording, I called on to the personal energy, to the Arcanos, to the spirits, and to the spirits guides, to the universe. I do not use any of the personal information of my clients in the videos because that is only for me to know, okay? My clients are kept always 100% private. Now, within the videos, within the reading, there will be some moments of silence. It is when I am connecting to the universe and the spirit guides, okay? Show me what must need to know. Show me what must need to know. Know that on the predictions, certain things you are allowed to change, certain things you cannot and will not be changed because it is the path that you must take. Okay? Arcanos. Show me what must need to know. What is it that we must connect to in reference to? Or what is out there holding for her and for her future? Arcanos, guide us. Thank you. So they're ready. Let's see. In this first spread, you are the Lady of Cups because you are Cancer. Okay. Yep. Thank you, Arcanos. Gemini. For a second there. Oh yeah, he did open the spread, okay. What's going on here? Absolutely. First off, let me say that he will do a return to you eventually. I don't think that it will be anytime soon. As of right now, for the first spread is as of right now for the next, as of this instant, for the next 3 months to 4 months. So I feel that if you have some type of communication with him, will be ending the 3 to 4 months after or in the beginning of 2018 is what I'm sensing here. Okay. Now let's just leave it at that because the prediction could even take place even sooner, maybe even 3 days. That would be nice if that was the case, okay? But let's just leave it at the prediction so that way you don't sit there every day, every hour, wondering if and when he's coming back. So let's just leave it at 3 to 4 months. Let's just leave it at that. As long as I see a return, that is absolutely the best thing that we want, okay? As long as I see a return, that's all what we need to leave it at, okay? It doesn't matter when, as long as it does. And believe you me, when I say a return, definitely the person is coming back eventually. They always do. Now, he does think of you. He does misses you. He does care for you. And he's going to come back as a friends with benefit type of situation because he doesn't know exactly, how to take this situation ahead. The next spread I will do specifically for him to see the overall, okay? But as of right now, he would like to at least resume talking to you, but he's just uncertain of the situation. He is having some difficult problems within his marriage. They're not, every now and then, they're not even being intimate within his marriage. They're having problems because the wife, I feel that she knows. Unfortunately, when depending on the situation that we end up, getting the person to marry us, because yes, she did something there a while back, But when you force an energy, when you force someone, when they don't want to be attached to you, if they don't truly love you, and you do any type of spell for that person, then what that happens is, yes, you retain the person, but you're obligating the spirit bounded to you without them feeling that love for you. So then that person is going to be reluctant back and forth with you, because in this situation is what I'm sensing there within that marriage that he's in. So he's not happy, but at the same time, neither is she, because, you know, she has to do what she has to do to keep him. But at the same time, he's not truly in love with her. He's not truly in love with his spouse, okay? So his spirit is being forced to be there because of what she did or done with those spells. So therefore, he's always going to be happy, not happy and miserable, okay? And they're going to argue, and they're going to fight, and even be aggressive sometimes, because the energy, his spirit does not want to be obligated to her, but she did what she did. I can assure you, when those things happen, they don't turn out good, not for either party, okay? I know of cases that just literally, they literally go crazy, literally end up in the mental hospital, because there's certain spells that you cannot mess with unless when I do my situation, I tell my client, I will do this, I have to do the spread, I have to see how this person feels for you, I have to listen to your story, and then I have to see their spirits, their guides, to see if there's love connection in that situation. When there's love, I can work with that energy, because I can save that spirit, and I can save yours, I can heal yours, and I can heal his. So, but I cannot obligate forcefully as a revenge to bring someone. Yes, I can, but I can't do that under the law that I'm in. I cannot do that, because my spirit with the universe, I work differently. If you're doing something to get revenge out of someone to force them to be with you, then I'm not the one. But if you feel 100% that they love you, but they just can't be with you for certain things, then I will look at their energy in order for me to do something. I feel that what this woman did, obviously it's backfiring on her little by little, okay? It's backfiring on her because he's not happy, and she's not happy. They're having problems even mentally, okay? And sexually. He does think of you, and I feel that she knows, the spouse knows, that there were feelings between you and him. So therefore, she feels that in the back of her head, you'll always be in that life. You will always be in that picture, okay? That is what she's saying to herself as of right now, his spouse. He would like to talk to you. He would like to connect with you. But I don't know if there's a family member that you may have or that he may have that both of you are mutually connected to. Because that person is giving him some information in reference to you that are very negative, okay? For some reason, I keep seeing this person here, that Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I feel that it could be a family member then, I suppose, or a friend that you consider, trustworthy of, or that he considers trustworthy. Okay. Let me see here. The second spread I will do for him, and specifically in reference to his marriage situation, you are the Lady of Cups, because you are my client. Even though the person in question is also a Cancer, I've called on to the energy to represent his spouse as a Pentacle. For either reasons, that's how I'm picking her as one, okay? But it doesn't matter. Either way, he's not happy. I can see you here because you are my client. I use my client always. If there's more than one person with the same sign, I always choose my client to represent that sign, okay? With the other tarot cards, definitely we can distinguish who is who, okay? But either way, I can see the energy here. So yes, he misses you. Yes, he thinks of you quite often, the Gemini. And I definitely see him coming back to you to talk to you. He likes it when you call him. He likes it. Geminis are not too affectionate, okay? So you gotta mingle and play a little in that sense, okay? And you, as a water sign, where you tend to be very emotional, you like to show the feelings and whatnot, okay? So that is the things that attracts and appeals each other. Now, so keep that in mind. It doesn't matter, as long as you hear his voice. What you need to do is, don't act sad if and when you reach out to him or he reaches out to you. Don't act sad. What you need to do is say, you know, however pet name you use. If you use baby, tell him, hey baby, I just wanted to hear your voice, and I want to know that you were okay, and I'm here for you no matter what. Let that person know that the doors are open, that I miss you and I love you, but I feel that, you know, that eventually things will work out however they need to be, and I'm here for you. Make it short, make it good, you know, and simple, because it's very efficient. It works. Okay. That you have to understand that he's most likely regretting marrying the person, regretting the things that he's doing, and now he's trying to fix it, but then it can't be fixed, you know, because he's not totally happy with her. So therefore, if he came back to you soon after he married the person, it's obviously that he knows very well he made a mistake. He regrets it, but now he doesn't know which way to go. He doesn't know whether it's worth keeping it, working it, or worth keeping you or working with you. Unfortunately, what you should have done before doing what you did, before you divorcing, like I've told one of my clients, you should have never done that. Being that you were divorcing, you should have made sure that he was 100% willingly and ready to move in with you. You should have made sure that you and him had a place already. Make sure that he was capable of doing all those things before you left your marriage. Because you acted alone in this situation, and he was already in other place. So, and I understand it. I understand why you did what you did, and it happens sometimes. You know, we fall in love and we're too naive and too happy and too determined. And you were trying to do the right thing. You were not wanting to be in the situation that you got yourself in, so you got out of it. Good. I commend you for that. Unfortunately, you should have been a little bit smarter before divorcing, making sure that he had something for you to go, that you had your own little, if it was an apartment, so be it, but that you both had the key to that place. You know what I mean? But that's fine. At least you gave him proof that you did what you did because you love him enough that he was worth keeping. So now it's what you need to explain to him whenever he comes back. Have that civilized conversation calmly and peacefully, and say, well, you know, I did what I did because I love you, because I feel you're worth it, and because I still feel that you and I are worth it. You know, don't just you or me. No, us, okay? Always use us, because that shows commitment, community, and togetherness, shows bondness, okay? Because he will come back. He will come back. He will try to resume conversation with you. He will try to talk to you. Now, so you said you've done all these spells with different people and they have not worked. Well, what I feel is that out of all those jobs, 2 or 3 that you've done, or 4, I feel that 3 of those people or 2 did not do any of those spells. Okay? Absolutely not. They just banked out of it. They banked out of it. I feel that the last one that you were saying, yes, it was done, but it was not done accurately. So therefore, you know, sometimes depending on the personal situation that they're going through, it takes a hard time for certain situations to take place. Sometimes we see spells working within weeks, sometimes within months, and sometimes it can take 6 to a year because of the situation that it's taking place, okay? And depending on their reluctance and depending on yours, and also depending on the energy that falls in, okay? It has a lot. I mean, everyone that does certain things, they will have their own ways of working situations. I myself have different views, different perspective, different ways of working, and I pamper my rituals and my spells. I pamper, because when I do that, I'm also pampering their spirits and yours, okay? So, and for me, in order to do something, I always tell my client, if you're positive, we can enter, and you have to maintain positive, because I use your energy to help me get through this situation as I go into that universal of the spirits. Okay, it's a must for me. It's a must. That's how I work. It's a must. And believe you me, I've used all these for myself, and I've used it for friends and family and for clients, and yes, they work. Absolutely, they work. Okay, they absolutely work, and and believe me, they come to your door. You follow my steps, you follow what I say, and they come knocking at your door, because that's how I work. Okay? Now, like I said, whoever you threw your money to, yes, they didn't do any of those spells that took your money. Only one of them did what they did, thought it wasn't efficient enough to make this situation work. I will tell you this, that when he comes back and calling and whatnot, I feel it's because you're going to take the initiative to contact him that one time. And then when you do, you need to just say, you know, whatever it is that you, however you call them, being that it's the holidays, and just say, I was just calling to wish you happy holidays or happy Thanksgiving. And I want you to know that no matter what, I love you and I'm here for you, and I still believe in us. Listen to what I had just finished saying. Repeat it to yourself. And that's the only thing you need to say to him when you reach out to him. As simple as that is, you will not imagine how affected it will hit him. Okay? So when you give him that hope, then he has a way to come back to you. It may not be that same day, it may be a week or whatnot, but believe me, he comes around. Because what you need to do and be is the best that you can be for him and for yourself. And you need to show him that you're better than whoever it is that he chose. He could have chosen that woman only just because the woman is way younger than him. But that eventually doesn't work out, because unfortunately, sometimes men marry someone that is so young and, oh my gosh, she's young, you know, this and this and that. But what they don't know is that once you marry them, that it's a difference of not just age, but everything about the whole situation. So then he's going to start realizing, wait a minute, I married this young thing just because of this situation, but now guess what? She's going to be running around over here with so-and-so and so, because that's what's going to happen eventually. Believe me, that woman will be out there juggling besides her husband. Okay? Now, let's see here. So yes, he will make a return. Don't worry. It's here at the end. So what I'm sensing is that I don't feel that it's coming anytime soon. Don't expect that it in some type of, we're almost, you know, we're almost, what's the day? So we're almost, and we're in the middle of October. So I feel that if you're going to try to make any, since I'm telling you that it will be within 3 to 4 months, I feel that you're going to try to make an attempt sooner, okay? I feel that you're going to try to make an attempt between now and 2 to 3 weeks. I feel that you're going to try to make this energy change, the prediction change sooner. Because I see it here at the end. And so what it's telling me is that I'm sensing that you're going to try to reach out to him sooner, okay? Well, it's so be it. If you choose to, do as I say. Do it during the holidays if you don't hear from him. But I definitely see him talking to you, okay? I definitely see that. And that's a good sign. So I feel the communication between you and him will be off and on, partially mainly from you. But again, keep it simple. Don't be bringing it, why'd you leave me? Don't be crying, why'd you leave me? Why'd you do that? No. Be very affectionate, attentive, and short. Keep it short, you know. I love you, and I was just thinking about you, and I'm here for you, baby. You know, I believe in us still, no matter what. I understand you made a mistake, and if you love me, you have to tell them, if you love me, then show me, because that's all I need, for you to show me that you love me, okay? Keep that in mind. And I know that you're hurting because you've done what you've done, you sacrificed what you've done, everything that you sacrificed, and for what? For him to be, you know, elsewhere and not with you, and I understand that. But things could change eventually, okay? We'll see on the next spread and further down the line what else we see. But as of right now, I definitely see communication returning with you and him. I definitely see you and him at the end here. You being very happy that he has returned to at least presume communication. And if you tell him that you're willing to put this past behind you, that you're willing to start fresh with him because you trust and believe within yourselves, then he will start also believing that, okay? Because he's definitely not happy in his marriage. He wants out of it. He does not love this woman, and he doesn't even want the sex anymore every now and then with her, okay? And yes, she's done certain things to him as well as you have, but unfortunately, the situations that you've done have not been sufficient because of the way that they've done them, if they done. And I only see one, even though you paid 2 or 3 other women there, people. I feel that only that one person did that situation, but still that's not the requirement that he needs. What he's needing is some type of healing energy, some type of cleansing energy first, and then we also need to protect him within the energies that he have around that situation with this woman. And you cannot just work him, you have to work her as well in order to separate them. You have to get into her spirit to let go of him. So you cannot just work one person. Being that she's the one that has tamed him, we have to, or whoever does it for you, needs to tame her first and then him. You got to do both at the same time. You got to play the cards both at the same time. You got to do one work here for this person, you got to do the other work for this other person, and then you got to do another work for you and him, you know. And it takes time. Yes, it takes money, but depending who does it, if they do it, believe me, it's sufficient. At least that's how I work, sweetie. But you know, you learn as you go. And I know because I've been there too. Before I decided to take in my oath in doing what I do, to take in the energy and accept my my gift, I was in the same boat for a lot of things, you know. Going here, going there for all kinds of situations, reading, you know, having my things read and whatnot. And then I said, wait a minute, I have it. Why is it that I'm not doing it? Why is it that I'm not doing and helping people, you know? And when I do my stuff, I do it. I don't just say it. Okay, Arcanus, show me what must I need to know. Show me what must I need to know. In reference to my client, this second spread will be specifically for that person, the Gemini, and we'll see the overall reference to his life and overall with you. He feels like his wife is cheating. Yep. I don't know if he just find out that the woman has slept with someone. I don't know how long they've been actually married, but he's already getting the idea that this woman has half cheated on him or knows of that he cheated on him. Okay? It could be even with a friend. Yeah, no. He wants out of the marriage. He wants out of the marriage. He is just not happy. He's coming back to you. Yeah. Absolutely. He does care for you. He has feelings for you. But I see another person here in your life. I see Sun, Moon, or Rising, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. I don't know if this person is already in your life, but I see him wanting to come back into your life. I don't know if you had some type of commitment relationship with this other person, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Now, this person wants to come back into a relationship that he was either with you before or not. This second spread, it's after this year. Let me see here. I want to say within March, after March 2018. It could be even sooner or later, depending how you accept the energies, okay, as they come along. Now, here you are talking, you know, to family members and whatnot. I feel that this person that's been with you, it could even be, you didn't send and I didn't ask your ex Sun, Moon, or Rising signs, but it could even be your ex wanting to come back to your relationship, but you're not having it, is what I'm seeing here, because I saw a cutoff of intimacy. So I feel that even though someone is attempting to come back to you, to be with you in a relationship that they were before, you're not having it, it's telling me here, okay? So what I do see here, sometime after March of next year, I do see here that he finds of some type of betrayal that the spouse is doing to him, because this is his reading. That he finds out that someone is either telling him or whatnot that the spouse has slept with someone else. He does not have feelings for her. Yes, he did in the beginning, but that was more of a lust situation. He was not in love with her, and he felt confused after they got married, that he was in love with her, but he was in lust with her. I feel the more he fell in love with the youth of the woman is what I'm sensing here. The way that she made him feel young. Okay, he felt that he was getting a diamond, I suppose, you know, and ended up with a cubic zirconia, you know what I mean. But yes, he's definitely regretting the marriage. He does wants to get out of it. But I feel that he's feeling confused, absolutely. Okay, because he feels that, could it be that I'm just hearing things or seeing things? It's almost like if he heard from someone else that she cheated, it's almost like, is this person telling me because he wants my wife? Things like that, okay? Because she's very manipulative, the woman that he's with, and she tells him, no, baby, you know, they want me. That's what it is. You know, she's very manipulative, the woman that he's married to. And he's going to be heartbroken to know that she definitely cheated on him. He wants out of the marriage. It's definitely what I see here. And I feel that next year he will do an attempt to legally separate from that woman. I see that. I see that definitely. He's just done and over with. He even wants to move from the home situation as well. So next year he will try to do an attempt to separate. Okay? Because of the cheating or the deceitfulness or the lies between them. Okay? And so therefore that is why he's coming back to you. He's going to tell you that he loves you, that he misses you, and that he couldn't wait to be with you intimately. That he's missed you tremendously. That he made you go through all these situations, that you left what you left for him, and he paid you the way he paid you, the way he did to you. And that he's going to tell you that he felt confused about this woman. He felt that he was in love with her, that he felt things for her, and it was just the biggest mistake of his life. He's going to tell you those things, okay? Eventually, believe me. He's going to tell you those things, that he's been miserable, that every time he sleeps with her, he thinks of you. He's going to tell you those things, okay? He's going to tell you that. And definitely. I think that, yes, he is a little bit confused, but the confusion is not so much of how he's playing out his life. I think that he really wants to work it out with this woman before he divorces her, is what it is, okay? That's what I'm seeing. I feel that he's feeling confused of the feelings toward her. He knows that he cares for her, but he's misunderstanding what it is that he feels for her. He thinks it's love, but it's lust, as I see it here. Because we have the 7 of Cups, we have the 6 of Cups, and then we have the 5. So absolutely, it tells me, there was love at first, but now it's just a moment of memories, of good bonding. It could even be sexually. But now, because I have the 5, it's telling me I'm not in love with her. I'm in lust with her. Okay, to be with her, it's a work in progress. Something that I don't know that I can take anymore, because she could cheat on me, or she already cheated on me. Is what it's going through his head, you know. So I don't know that I can actually stay with her and have a family with her, is what he's thinking right now. And I feel that he's talking to a friend about all this. A male friend. Okay? He's actually talking to someone else about this whole situation that he's in. Yeah. He's having good comments at his job. He's either getting a better position or a better pay, is what I'm seeing in his job. He's really considering in doing a divorce. What he needs, because she's doing spells to keep him tracked in there. But I don't think that she will do another one, because I feel that the spouse, will eventually enter into a relationship with another man. Okay, is what I see here. There is another man lined up for her. I feel that this marriage that the Gemini is in will definitely dissolve sometime, hopefully by next year. Close to the end of the year probably, but we'll see as we go along. Because she's going to cheat on him if she hasn't already, and there's another man lined up. A friend is what I see, or someone that she tells him it's a friend, but it's someone that she's already keeping an eye on, of wanting to be intimate with, okay? And so therefore he finds that, to his surprise, that he finds you missing, and yes, that he loves you or cares for you to a more extent situation. He feels that he should have just stayed by you and try to work the situation out with you to give you a chance, which eventually is what I feel it will take place, but it will be your choice, because again, we do see someone else trying to return here. It could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, someone arising. Okay, now let's see the third spread. I want to see something here real quick. Came into my hand. Now, if you decide to do anything else, I will tell you this. Think very carefully, who do you want to do anything, who you want to do the next spell work with. Okay? Think very carefully. I know you put a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of effort. So if you want to work with me, you let me know. And I will tell you exactly what it is that I will have to do. I explained a little bit of it earlier. But it's up to you. Okay? Now, Arcanos, show me your mustang tonight. Show me your mustang tonight. Arcanos, show me, thank you. The overall 4. Arcanos, thank you. Show me your mustang tonight. Show me your mustang tonight. Arcanos. Thank you, Arcanos. What you need to do is reach out to him one more time and do as I said earlier. Play back the video as many times as you have to, okay? And then once you talk to him, see how you feel him out. See how short he is or not. And then, based on that, decide whether or not you can do something else for him. But I can assure you that what you need to do is you have to make sure we have to, or whoever works on this other woman first, and then at the same time work with the woman to separate, work with him to rekindle, renew, or reconcile, or heal his energy before reconciling with you and whatnot. There's other things that you have to take at play. And then you also have to do there's 1 spell, 2 spells, then you have to do the third one, which it is for you and him. Okay? It takes time to do all of those. To each his own. We all work differently. But what I can tell you is that I will have him at your door sooner or later if that's what you want. Okay? It's up to you. There are certain things that I require from my clients, and there are certain things that I require from me to do certain situations. And I work with clean energy. I work with the energies of the universe.